And you best believe these owners are going to be scouring the market for who can reel in the big fish, the biggest fish of them all, Caitlin Clark. Take a look here. This is crazy. It is going down, y'all. It's going down like Young Jock. I keep trying to tell you. Sparks agreed to part ways with general manager Reagan Pebley. The LA Sparks have agreed to part ways with general manager effective today. Okay.
The whole world of professional sports has completely fallen apart at the highest money level, and the WNBA's billion-dollar system is now completely out of control after what many are calling the biggest business leak in sports history. What was secretly planned behind closed doors as a top-secret multi-million-dollar operation has now gone past every league non-disclosure agreement, revealing a huge change that has permanently ended the old power balance of the Indiana Fever. Tonight, we are showing the official proof of a secret $50 million contract offer that was made by the billionaire owners of the Los Angeles Sparks. This huge money move has completely broken the troubled leadership of head coach Stephanie White. For months, team executives and TV networks tried very hard to keep the growing problems inside the Indiana organization hidden, but now everything has come out during a live television broadcast. Clark has now officially and legally accepted the record-breaking deal from the West Coast, starting an immediate team rebellion that has left her former coaching staff stuck in complete career panic. The old system of management tricks and manipulation has been completely destroyed. The league's legal and compliance system is breaking apart under heavy public attention, and the final countdown to the complete destruction of the Fever's organizational reputation has officially reached zero. To understand why this unbelievable $50 million move is the smartest and safest decision for Caitlin Clark's historic career, people around the world first need to face the harsh truth about the ongoing professional betrayal she was forced to deal with inside the Indiana organization. During the entire previous seasons, the team's leadership kept creating planned strategies that were meant to hold back the once-in-a-generation star's value and influence in the sport. Head coach Stephanie White followed a dangerous and arrogant system that used planned bench rotations, intentional late-game isolation plays, and passive-aggressive comments during press conferences, all done to protect the comfort and position of the long-established people in charge.
Her more than they have leaned into her and built a team to play around her. They've spent 2 off seasons building a team to play without Caitlin Clark. It's clear as day. It's very simple, and I think the writing is pretty much already on the wall. At the end of the season, Kelsey Mitchell contract is up. Caitlin Clark is up for the Epic. Whatever. The Indiana Fever are going to be forced to pick a direction. They're either going to choose Kelsey Mitchell and Stephanie White, or they are going to choose Caitlin Clark. And I include Stephanie White in that because Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark, philosophically, they just don't see basketball from the same lens. It's that simple. I don't believe that they hate each other off the floor. I just don't think that on the floor, it's a good mix. I think they just see the game through 2 different lenses. And we have been yearning and calling for Stephanie White to actually stand up for, represent, and be front and center for Caitlin Clark. And she's refused to do it at every turn outside of a 30-second clip post the Alyssa Thomas situation, in which she backtracked on everything she said and made Alyssa Thomas the victim when her superstar point guard was the victim. It just makes no sense how Stephanie White has gone about this. And you see the things that LA Sparks doing. You got Cameron Brink, who's friends with Caitlin Clark. You got Kate Money Martin.
Every big record and historic achievement that Clark reached was answered with cold silence from her own coaching staff. A toxic culture filled with deep jealousy inside the team's leadership kept putting the front office's own control ahead of becoming the best team in the world. The coaching staff truly believed they could keep hurting the sport's biggest money-making star without ever facing any financial consequences. But by turning a world-class locker room into a place full of leadership fights and internal conflict, the Fever's management ended up guaranteeing their own dramatic downfall, pushing the most important player in their franchise right into the open arms of an aggressive Los Angeles ownership group that had been waiting for the perfect chance to make its move. The moment the secret financial plans from the Sparks ownership group were sent through secondary digital channels.
Now, I want to get into the new ownership before I even get to what Coach had to say. Okay, now this new ownership group came in and they are looking to make major moves. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Now, this is Ramona Shelburne. Okay, a longtime sports writer for ESPN Los Angeles. Okay, now Ramona Shelburne said this. Okay, Sparks ownership, the Walter Group, has been much more involved with the franchise this season, just as they have with the Lakers. From what I understand, this is more of an organizational shift than anything specific, an organizational shift. So
the entire leadership system of professional basketball was hit by an instant shock. The leaders of Los Angeles did not just make a normal trade offer. They carried out a carefully planned and ruthless business move that was meant to take advantage of the growing problems inside the Fever organization. Backed by huge amounts of money from investors around the world, the Sparks created an incredible $50 million long-term deal with special sponsorship agreements and long-term ownership benefits that went far beyond the usual luxury tax limits. This huge move by the West Coast team was specially designed to give Caitlin Clark complete professional protection from the toxic leadership problems she had been struggling with in Indiana.
Coaching and the team and Atlanta. So obviously, you know, I found out this morning, Reagan's a friend of mine and I care about her. And this is the hard part in sports, right? But right now I'm just, you know, focused on the team.
Sense of urgency kind of heightened, or has it already been kind of there already?
Like, what do you mean?
The sense of urgency of like.
I mean, we've had the sense of urgency all season. You know, we've had just peaks and valleys with how we've played and who we've had active and injured and stuff. But I feel like we're playing.
Now, Lynn Roberts, she understands the pressure is on her as a coach because there's no guarantee that you're gonna like make it. There's no guarantee that this ownership group is gonna keep you around. The ownership group may be scouring around for a coach that already has a great relationship with Caitlin Clark. They're gonna be looking to make a partnership. And I think, listen, man, things are happening behind the scenes. I 100% believe things are happening, and there's a chance that this thing could take a turn.
The confirmation that Clark accepted this historic offer has caused complete panic inside company boardrooms, forcing major TV sponsors to quickly stop their local Midwest marketing spending after realizing that the biggest television star in history has officially planned her permanent escape from their corrupt system. The huge damage caused by this leaked financial rebellion has now fallen directly on head coach Stephanie White, whose professional reputation has been completely destroyed across the global online world. The comfortable belief that she had complete control has suddenly turned into a frightening career nightmare as she now faces the truth that her own unhappy superstar has completely outplayed her. Secret information coming from the secure Indiana facility confirms that emergency board meetings are now happening day and night, with major shareholders demanding immediate accountability from the leadership. White is now stuck in complete career paralysis. The players who are still in the locker room have completely rejected her authority. Her value as a public face is completely gone, and major investors are openly demanding that she be fired immediately before the entire franchise is hit by a full fan-led financial boycott. The team's public relations protection has completely disappeared. The usual carefully written damage control statements are being laughed at by millions of angry fans online. And the final countdown to a complete leadership cleanup is now happening live on television. With Caitlin Clark officially moving into the multi-million-dollar spotlight of the Los Angeles Sparks, the entire world of modern sports entertainment has reached a point where nothing can go back to the way it was before. This is no longer just a normal player transfer. This is a full cultural and financial revolution that shows once-in-a-generation talent will no longer be trapped by jealous leaders and corrupt management.
If we don't have those, it's not going to be good, but we have the talent needed, even with KP out, even with Cam out, to be more competitive than that.
Yeah. During this stretch, talk to me about just the decision today to just like practice and just say, we're just going to watch film. You know, if you want to shoot a little bit, you can shoot a little bit, but not even really do too much on court and just say like, this is what we got to do. Here it is. Let's go do it.
And that's the reality at this point in the season too. Like, we don't need to go through our plays right now today and wear them down physically. It's mentally having the focus and the intensity needed to execute. It's that simple. Now, it's hard to do, but I'm not saying it's simple to do, but it's a simple fix. Like, that's what it is. Being in the right coverages, whatever it is, offensively being where we need to be. Like, do your job, all of us.
With Kelsey Plum and Brink out, you need more than just the starter. You're always going to need more than starters, but in particular, you're definitely going to need more from the bench. This last game, you played everybody, right? And everybody had a decent amount of minutes. What do you want to see from when you mix in players like Kate Martin and, maybe Peely this week and Kiana Williams and just Emma Cannon? She got some quality time. Park, like whoever it is, like what do you want to see from these bench players when they're kind of in the mix with the starters to kind of just keep it going?
Well, they got to bring life off the bench, play with some confidence. And again, it's player 1 through every DB player. Like, execute what we're supposed to be doing. Be focused, be in the moment. Don't be thinking about the shot you missed or the foul you didn't get or the turnover you had or the fact that your player just scored. Like, next play mentality. It takes a level of toughness mentally. That's what I need from everybody.
With this stretch, have you considered going to more of a hockey substitution? I noticed there are a couple teams in the league, they just be popping players out there, and I looked at, like, for example, I looked at the Valkyries the other day, and like even the minutes, they look like an AAU team. The minutes is just across.
By getting an unbelievable $50 million deal and building her own future on the West Coast, Clark has not only protected her historic career, but she has also created the perfect example of how athletes can take control of their own future around the world, while the people who betrayed her are now left to deal with the complete failure of their own plans. The hunters have now become the ones being hunted, and the final business showdown is happening with frightening accuracy. Will the remaining leaders in Indiana choose to step down on their own before their billion-dollar brand loses all of its value, or will this historic fan-led rebellion become the turning point that removes corrupt management from the entire sports world forever? One thing is absolutely certain. People around the world are now watching every single business decision from this moment on very closely. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications right now, because this multi-million-dollar battle has reached its biggest moment yet, and the next major event is about to change everything forever.